Do you ever feel like you're playing a game, but you don't know the rules? You work hard, you save, you invest in your 401k, you follow all the advice they give you on TV. That's the public system. It's a great system for them, but it's not the only system. There's another one, a secret financial system engineered over centuries by the wealthy for the wealthy. And its primary rule isn't about creating wealth, it's about protecting it from taxes, from inflation, from you. To understand it, we have to go back in time. Forget Wall Street. Let's go to 15th century Venice. Venice was the original laboratory of modern finance. Publicly, you had the risky markets, ships sailing off, fortunes made and lost. It was chaotic. Very stock market history 101. But behind the scenes, the Venetian elite had a trick, a legal innovation called the colleganza. Here's how it worked. A rich guy would fund a merchant's voyage, but if the ship sank, poof, he only lost the money he put in. His palace, his other assets, totally firewalled, untouchable. The average person, if their business failed, they lost everything. See the pattern? One set of rules for them, another for everyone else. It's the foundational secret. Separate your wealth from your risk. The Venetians built the fortress. The British Empire made it global. They perfected a piece of legal alchemy called the English trust. It's genius, really. You give your assets to a trustee to manage for a beneficiary. Suddenly, you don't legally own it anymore. Creditors can't touch it. The king can't seize it. It's a ghost in the financial machine. This is where the idea of offshore was born. As taxes rose in Britain to pay for world wars, the elite didn't complain. They just quietly moved their money into trusts in places like Jersey, where taxes were, let's just say, optional. This created a shadow global economy, a river of stateless money, what we call the euro-dollar market, flowing outside the control of any central bank or government. It needed a home. So, tiny island nations like the Cayman Islands were turned into financial black holes. Zero tax, total secrecy. Fast forward to today. The tools just got a software update. The Venetian colleganza is now a shell company in Panama. The English trust is an asset detection trust in South Dakota, so strong it can ignore court orders from other countries. This isn't some fringe thing. This is the engine of modern wealth inequality. Remember the 2008 financial crisis? The public story was about bad mortgages. The real story, the financial history they don't teach, was about this offshore system. Banks packaged up toxic debt, sold it to their own anonymous shell companies in the Caymans to hide the risk from regulators, got it stamped with a fake AAA rating, and then sold it to your pension fund. When it all blew up, who got bailed out? The banks. Who paid the price? You did. Through job losses, a brutal recession, and the biggest taxpayer-funded bailout in history. Profits are privatized, losses are socialized. That's the core principle of the secret system. And you feel it every day. You wonder why your taxes are so high? It's to cover the trillions legally stashed away by corporations. You see a local shop close? It's because it can't compete with the global giant that routes its profits through Ireland and Bermuda, paying almost zero tax. The system isn't just rigged, it's a different game entirely. An upward hoovering wealth pump. So, what can you do? You can't dismantle a global system, but you can stop being a pawn. I'm not telling you to become a tax cheat. I'm telling you to learn their principles and apply them defensively. 1. Insulate your assets. If you have a side hustle, form an LLC. Create that legal firewall Venice perfected 600 years ago. 2. Understand the difference between paper and real assets. The wealthy use paper, stocks, bonds, complex derivatives, to get rich. But they use real assets, property, businesses, tangible things to stay rich. And the most important one, close the information gap. Their greatest weapon is complexity. Your greatest defense is financial literacy. Read about monetary policy. Understand how fiat currency actually works. Learn about inflation, debt, and what really causes an economic collapse. They want you confused. They want you thinking it's too complicated. It's not. The secret is out. And in this economy, that knowledge isn't just power, it's the only real wealth you can truly own.